Hi, welcome back. In our last class, we studied student registration part. In this class, I am going to teach the tables, how to view the records. So let's back. This is not a student employee registration, it's student registration. So here, I'm going to go to the first HTML file, student Crud HTML file. Here we have to change this as student registration. Right. Now I'm going to create the table. Simple table I have created. This table name I'm going to create this one as this one we have to write this table name I'm going to create as student table, right? Student table, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to do the thing is first I'm going to go to the this is my HTML student component HTML file. Here I'm going to create the blank table, right? So you just go to the Google and type bootstrap table. You can get this simple table. This is the header, you can get it. This is all the inside the T body. You have to view the records, right? So this is the TR tags, right? This are all the things you have to get from the bootstrap, right? So don't worry about this source code I provide you. So you have a if you want to you just go to the Google and copy the bootstrap table and paste it. Okay, that's how I have get them table. Right? This is a div tag, right? Div tag. Inside div tag I have put it one h1 tag. Inside the h1 tag I have created a simple table. Right? This table, this is the columns names. So first I'm going to create name. In our program I'm going to change this one as a name. This one should be the address, the phone. The three columns are there, and with the option mean here there will be the two choices, edit or delete button. So if you have a additional column you have created the option, right? So here where we have to create the student item. This one should be the where create the student item. This one should be the our array, right? Here this one list of the student details we have to display, right? Now here we have to create this one name. Another field we have to display address. It's a phone number. Right. If you want, you can put it this one upper. Otherwise, if you get rid of this line, it will be printed as it is in the database table. If you have put the angular as upper, the name should be displayed as uppercase. Right. Okay. Now let's back to our TS file. TS the file which is we have write the codes. Codes means a logic. Right. So what I'm going to do is here the simple code. This is simple code. We retrieve the record from the database, right? A very simple code. You can see this very simple code, right? So here, student component, here if you write, so here we have to do the another thing is simply we have to do another thing. So don't worry, I'll be explaining it. This one, don't worry about that. Employee line, this one. I just get them and I'll be explaining it. Don't worry. If I writing from the beginning, it take too much of time to complete the project. That's why I am just copy and paste it. Don't worry, mistake me. Right. So here this one should be the student array. You have typed this the name student array. When you are view the record, you have typed student array. This is the array. You have typed right. I'll be explaining. Here first you have to create the file. First create the array student array. Any you have to create the blank. Here we have load the records, right? So here after that what you are going to do is you have to write the method which is inside the constructor. Here we have display the record. So we have to write the method which is we have to remove the method which is a get employee, right? So here let's import this one, get our student, right? It's a view student, right? This is not error. It asks you implement the method when the const here in you will be able to see the Java also when you put the code inside the constructor is running first. So the same thing in the Angular as well. Here we have the constructor. In the constructor we have calling this method. This method is running first. So you have to implement this method, declaring the method. The method is declared below. Inside the method, I have to call the RESTful API. So how to call the API? So simply, this is a code where I will be calling the API. So at calling the API, we have to retrieve all the information from the particular URL. So how to get all the employees? So we have to go to the routes. This is the code, right? User get all this function. Okay, so gives a get all. We are going to get all. What is the port? We are setting it here 8000 port, right? When the URL is coming, go to this URL, it will be load the record and it will be fetch the record and put into this data result data and load the data the result, right? Now here first what I'm going to do is here I'm going to right now here I'm going to first what I'm going to do is this is the record loaded and this employee array, paste it over here, right? So now now the record is loaded. Now I'm going to paste it over here, right? So student item, this one should be the student array. This one student array, student array. Get the record here, pass into this variable. This variable you pass into the student name, address, and phone number, right? So here, this is what is the error here is set update set delete. Now let's run the application. So let's get rid of this function at the moment. Let's check whether it's working fine or not. Let's save our student component will check. Now if you see the output here it's loaded. Okay, you can see that edit and delete button, all things are there, right? So here now here I'm going to, if you click edit button, I want to get this all the row records to here to F4 edit. So how to do the task is, let's back to our project, right? So here I'm going to go. Now I'm going to edit and delete the record. Now we have an on-click method. When you click the edit button, it goes to the editable record passed into the form for edit. So what I'm going to do is very simple, that one. So here we have to pass this function set update set delete. So you have to return over here. Here you can see set update. This one should be the this student item. This passing here. This method we didn't create yet. Now here we have to select this one as an employee item, student item. This one we have to click and declaring the method set update. This one declaring the method set delete. These two methods you have to declare our TS file over here, right? So here we have to match, this one should be the data. This is also the data, right? So this one should be the, we have declared the method look like the simple format you have to declare, right? So you have to just these two methods you have just copied, paste it below. Simply you are paste it below here. Let's arrange them, right? So now what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to go to the update part. What I'm going to do is here, simply we have to update the record. Simply what you are going to do is, before update that, we have to create this, all things are set update. So set update. So this one you have to do things, we have to, the same code I just copy and paste it. So yeah, I'll be explaining totally. Set update here, this one, right? Set update, right? Now here what I'm going to do is, when you click the edit button, this all the student item mean this is all the array record, all the record will be passing to student item. The student completely entire student item you have to pass into the edit. So when you click the edit button, all the editable record will be passed into this form, name, address, phone number. So what I did here is, you have to write this name, you have to set as a name, okay? This address, the second one, this is passing to the address. This phone, it passing to the phone here. This is how the record will be passing, right? With the current student data ID. Student ID. This current ID means here you have to create the student ID over here and student ID. Okay, so the current ID, it will be data will be passing, right? That's it. You can check the alert messages whether it's working fine or not. So this one we don't need here. Okay, along with the ID. So let's check whether it's working fine or not. This one also I'm going to change this one also, name, address, phone. Just passing like this. Now let's just go to the update. This one should be the current details, right? Now let's check here. Let's save all. Click edit button here. Record will be easily passing to the relevant form for update. here, simply passing. Edit phone. Why this phone? All the things are this one. Let's go to this address this one. Here, but the thing is here the phone, not the address is a phone. That's why it will be display phone. Now let's check. Okay, now it's passing successfully, working. Now I want to edit the record. So when you edit the record here, register the record and edit the record, both are doing one button. So we have to create the separate function for that. So we have to create the separate function. We have to create this function. I'm going to call it over here. This function which called name as save. Okay, this one should be our current student ID. Here the display here. The save. Register update record. So okay, the save method we have to call it here. Right? Okay, when you click save button, now let's check whether it's working fine or not. First of all, then I'll be explaining. If you click the record, sorry, here we have no records available. Here if you click submit, the problem is this. Sorry. Here we didn't do the URL as well. Only the URL mistake. Click submit. Record this time update. Okay, this update record. Now if you want to save the record, this time this record the student is registration, student is updated, right? So the student student updated. What is the meaning of this one? First, when you click the button, edit button, this all the record will be passing to this any data. This data one student, the name, address, this all the data will be passing to the form look like this along with the ID. Okay, this is the form data. We are setting this. This is the variable. We are setting the form data like this. It is passing to the form. Okay, this name also we have set the this dot name, this dot phone number. This all the setting to this relevant field. If we call them this here, this name, address, and that's why the data record will be displayed. After that, if you want to update the record, what I'm going to do is it goes to the you create another method update records. You're passing the URL. This is all the data. Okay, the name, address, phone number. So here you write here as name field. This one should be the address. This is the phone number. This is the database column. This is the our form columns. This all the records are passing to here along with the ID. What's the record? I get the ID. Say ID. ID also the in our Nodejs you write like this. Okay, the auto increment IDs look like this. It goes to the along with the ID and it will be subscribed. We are called subscribe function. Whether the record is added or not, it will be subscribed until the record is updated. Okay, the function is work subscribe, right? After that, get the data and update the student updated, right? Now let's check. If you click this one, James D India like this, click submit button, record updated. Now let's refresh it. I am going to put the refresh here. It's updated successfully. Okay, it's working, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is once you update it, I want to reload the record. So how does the thing is the student method, get student method, we have to call it over here. This dot student, just refresh it. When you add the record also we have to register the record also we have to call in this one function, right? Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is after that you can create the separate function. When you click the record, save record, we have created a separate function over here. So save. If the IDs exist, when you click the update button, when you click the update, so it's come and you can see here, it's come here, edit update along with the ID. So this IDs exist. So if the ID is blank, it goes to register. It's going to be registered. If the ID is not exist, it's going to be updated. Okay, if the ID exists, it's going to be, it's working as a register form. If the ID doesn't exist, it go to the update part, right? That's how the this method does, right? Right. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the delete part. Okay, delete part. I'm going to do the delete part. When you click delete button, I want to delete the record. So what I'm going to do is here to create the function. You already create the function delete. So let's back it here. So here you have to delete all student, right? We only when the IDs exist, we get the ID. You have to go to the URL. Here, what's the URL? We have to edit here user remove. Okay, this URL I already solved the URLs. We have to implement the routes. Get all, get create, update, and get user delete. So the same URL you have written here. It goes and this remove. This not remove here. We have to make it as delete. Okay, it will be delete the record. Right? Get the ID and delete the record. Okay, this is student deleted. Now let's check all. One thing I forgot to done it, the data ID means this, you have to write like this. So the ID is coming, you have to assign it here, this one. Okay, I forgot it. Now let's save all. Now let's check the database is running still. It's running. Now let's back to our programming. Now let's delete the data. It's not deleted. Here it's deleted. Here it's successfully deleted. Right here it's successfully deleted. Now you'll be able to add the record, edit the record, and delete the record. So I'm going to add the record as ABC, address India, phone number, something like that. It's going to register successfully. Here it will be loaded ABC. If you want to update the record, BCCC, submit. Now this time here update the record. You can see here. Now if you want to delete the record, if you click, it will be deleted. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime, or the source code I provide you. Thank you for watching.